What's up, guys? So I was gonna ask you a question real quick.
Fantastic fall fashions are in our ladies and girls department today. You can choose from our Hunter's Glen collection, an array of fashion fall pants, sweaters, and shirts, all in the latest styles and colors. For that sporty look, we have a great selection of novelty fleece tops, private label, and label jeans. We also have a terrific selection of girls' sweaters and fleece separates to choose from. Don't forget to use our convenient layaway on all these new fall fashions, and thank you for shopping our Kmart.
I made a video a few months back saying that I was going to get another van, and I haven't really touched on it or thought about it really in a while. Because I've been fine and just, doing my own thing. But something happened, and a couple days ago I got into a minor traffic incident that was my fault, and I was going through an intersection. It was night. This was I think it was the day before Thanksgiving, and traffic was just crazy on the highway. Here's a video that that I saw on Facebook. I saw my friends from Missouri posting this video of LA traffic, and it was just nuts, and I was like right in the thick of that, and day before Thanksgiving. And so I thought maybe I could get off the highway to just take a side route. And as I was getting off the highway, there was a road that was running parallel to the exit ramp, and it just kind of creeped up, and it was dark outside, and for whatever reason, I didn't notice the signs. I'm usually pretty conscious, pretty aware of my surroundings when I'm driving, but anyways, the road that was parallel kept getting closer and closer, and then there was a stoplight ahead, and I figured that I could turn right, to go into the next to go into the next road there, just turn right. And this other road apparently has the right of way. Apparently you're not supposed to turn right from the exit ramp. So anyways, I got to that point and I started to turn, and this car just hit me right in the side, T-boned me, and nobody was hurt, thankfully. The woman that I hit seemed to understand, and she was really nice. She's like, "Oh, you're not supposed to turn there," but we talked for a little while and exchanged insurance and all that stuff, and her car looked fine. She had some little bit of damage. Her headlight, she had a newer car, her headlight was her left headlight was definitely broken. Her front fender and probably the grill and the bumper need to get some dents worked out. But my car it was bad. Like, the airbags went off. I thought it was a lot worse than it actually is now. But the airbags deployed on the right side, and the two doors, the passenger door and the rear passenger door are pretty much caved in, and they'll open, but it's really stiff, and I've got them to open, and it's really hard to get them to close to where they're actually closed, and the light doesn't say that the door's ajar. But I noticed that not only are the doors done, so I'd have to get new doors if I went to a pick and pull or whatever, but also the frame of the car is actually bent too, and I don't even know how to go about fixing that. I mean, I'm sure that there's like some sort of hammer or something that they can hammer the dents out or whatever, but I've done a lot of work to this car recently, and it's kind of a shame that this happened, but I really don't feel like putting any more money into doing this. And since I've been planning on getting a van anyways, I'm just gonna get the van come probably January or February. But I don't know what kind of van I want to get completely. I'm leaning towards the Ford Transit Connect. I really like it. It's a fairly cheap van, and what I like about it is that it's compact, you know, like the wagon. It's pretty small, but it's also really tall, or as tall as like the cargo vans, you know, so you can actually sort of walk around inside of it and stuff, and at the same time, you know, it's not going to be like a huge thing, you know. It's like a mixture between a car and a van. And apparently they get pretty good gas mileage, probably around the same that my car gets. On the way to Missouri, I was getting about 30 miles per gallon the whole way. You know, sometimes a little bit under that if I wasn't like on the highway or on the interstate. And from what I hear, the van gets about that same. The Transit Connect gets about 30 miles to gallon on the highway, and you know, like anywhere from like 24 to whatever, you know, just on the regular roads, which is pretty good for a van, really. But that's what I'm thinking for now. I've seen a lot of cool van builds. Another YouTuber, One Awesome Inch, just bought one, and so I'm following his channel. If you want to check out his channel, he's got some cool stuff. He's doing some he's working on the flooring. He's doing some other stuff with the van because he just bought it. So yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about getting. The price is right, as they say. I've found a bunch of these cars on cargurus.com or whatever that website is, anywhere from like $6,000 to $10,000. I don't really want to go above $10,000, and that's with less than 100,000 miles on the vans. Usually the average that I've seen is like 60 to 70,000 miles for under $10,000, and they're like they're like 2010, 2011, somewhere in there. So that's what I'm thinking right now, and I think that would be a good van to have, and you know, it would be better than the wagon as far as room goes. I'd probably start doing the van vlogs a little bit more, since I'd be living in a van, and yeah, so that's what I'm doing now, and that's what I'm planning on doing. And yeah, a bunch of stuff has happened since we last talked. It's been like a whirlwind of being busy lately, kind of. I went to Missouri. There's chunks about that. In San Francisco, there's chunks about that all that stuff happened, and we did some fixing on my car and stuff like that, and craziness ensued because my car started to die, basically. Like, I thought it was the battery at first. I replaced the battery. It ended up being the alternator, and my car broke down like several times. I had to get it towed and sleep in weird areas where Corey, the Moody Traveler, where his RV was being rented out to people, is where I had to sleep one night, sort of in that area, the same vicinity. So yeah, it was definitely kind of interesting. But anyways, I got an alternator in the car, and the car runs fine now. I ended up buying a used one because that's all I could really afford after these massive trips and all that stuff. And just between like all that running around and homework and stuff, and I've just been super busy and making videos and all that, so it's just been like a whirlwind of business and running around and all that, not to mention the whole election thing. So I've just been like super exhausted, I guess you could say, just really exhausted. And I think it's on the home stretch, hopefully, but the car getting hit was like hopefully the grand finale, you know. It was like the final thing that was like, okay, well, time to change it up, you know. And I made the decision. I was like, yep, I'm gonna get the van. And yeah, and so it'll be a little while. I gotta wait for tax season to roll around first. So I'm thinking like probably mid-February at the latest is when I'll get the van. But if you guys have any recommendations on different vans, or you know, if you think I should get another wagon, or if you think I should get a go-kart and then drag a trailer behind it, or maybe go to Lowe's and get like a storage shed and just live in that, let me know, and I'll try to make some more videos soon, and maybe some more chunks. Sick and tired of people honking all the time. Stop that honking. Stop that honking. Stop that honking. Everybody's always honking. They're always so impatient to get somewhere. They're just honking at everybody. Gosh darn it. Just driving on the road, people honking at me. People honking everywhere, all around. What are you gonna do? People need to chill. They need to take a chill pill. The only time that I ever use my horn is when there's potential danger, when you know, when like when I pulled out in front of that lady in that intersection, she railed on her horn, and in that moment I was like, oh, I'm gonna get hit by a car, this sucks. Just all in one, and then there it was, bam. But guys, using your horn because you're impatient is just a total prick move. It's like, just deal with the traffic, just deal with it, man. It's what everybody has to do, you know. Everybody has to. You got to deal with that traffic. You're honking your horn, you're perpetuating anger, you know, you're perpetuating this thing. You're just making people angry, and you're just fueling your own rage. I don't know. But anyways, guys, that's all for today. Stick around. If you haven't seen the chunks yet, check them out. You might hate them, you might love them, you might like them. See you guys later.